I use AI tools quite a bit for my work, whether it's just writing emails, helping me write emails, helping me write content for instructional purposes, doing corrections on my grammar, or just maybe even helping me make a form or some kind of job aid or checklist of items. It's incredibly helpful. I also use it to create multimedia content. Obviously, if you've perused through my channel, you'll see some AI generated music videos and other videos. But I use video generations and audio generations as well as voiceover generations to as part of my normal work as well. Like if I have like an interview with a subject matter expert on a particular like software, and the software gets updated, and whatever the subject matter expert had said is no longer up to date, so I may need to change what he said. So I'll use something like 11 Labs, which is a AI voiceover tool that can clone voices, and then you can do text to speech or even speech to speech in that new voice. And so I will change what the subject matter expert said to reflect the updates to the software so it's accurate. So I have been known to do that as part of my work, of course, with the permission of the subject matter expert. You don't want to go around cloning people's voices and having them say something they didn't actually say unless you have their permission for it. But yeah, AI tools is fantastic for helping get yourself out of those sticky situations or just expedite your workflows. But I also like using AI tools just for fun. And you can see if you peruse my channel, I got these music videos, and I just do that for fun. I love to create. I love to, I come up with some idea. I'm like, oh, I'd love to just make this happen. Either it's a video, a shot, an image. Using AI image generation tools like Midjourney. It's just so much fun to have your imagination come to life so easily, And so ChatGPT is a big part of that for me. And one thing I really do enjoy doing with ChatGPT is just talking with it. It has an advanced voice feature that you can just have a conversation with ChatGPT. So, hey, ChatGPT, welcome. You are currently on my YouTube channel. We're live to tape right now. So say hello to my YouTube audience.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here on your YouTube channel. I'm excited to join in. Let's get started.
Great. Well, hey, one thing I wanted to do today is I wanted to show my audience how we work together in creating fun and interesting things and yeah, just being creative. And so I was hoping that you can help me write a beat poem. Do you think that you can do that?
Absolutely. I'd love to help you write a beat poem. What theme or mood are you aiming for?
Well, I want to make sure that we're creating this beat poem in the style that I'm thinking. So I really like that movie, So I Married an Axe Murderer, the Mike Myers movie. And he plays a beat poet in San Francisco, and there's a couple scenes where he's doing beat poetry. Do you know those scenes?
Yes, I know the scenes you're talking about. Mike Myers' character delivers some memorable beat poetry in the film. We can definitely capture that vibe. What's the topic or theme you want to explore in your poem?
Well, first, before we do that, I really also liked as part of that the background music that was played when Mike Myers was doing his beat poetry. So I want to first work on that background music. So we're going to use Suno AI to create some music for this beat poem that we will create. So I want to have you help me kind of pinpoint what was that musical style that was in the So I Married an Axe Murderer beat poetry scenes. It's kind of like a beatnik jazz sort of instrumental. How would you describe that music?
The background music in those scenes has a cool, laid back beatnik jazz vibe. It's characterized by simple, repetitive rhythms with a strong bass line, minimal instrumentation, and sometimes a bit of bongo or light percussion. It's smooth, mellow, and has that free-form, improvisational feel typical of beat poetry settings. Does that sound like what you're aiming for?
Yeah, that does, but I need a very concise description of that style that I can feed into Suno AI for this music. So, can you write a very simple, concise explanation or description of that style for me?
Sure, here's a concise description. Cool, laid back beatnik jazz with a repetitive bass line, light percussion, and a smooth improvisational feel.
Yeah, I think that will work great. I will go ahead and put that into Suno AI. All right, so now I'll pull that text that ChatGPT had given me. I will copy that over, and then I'm gonna bring it over to Suno AI. Now, Suno AI is an image or a music generation software, and so I will just use the. Oops, I got all this interesting text. Let me see if I make sure I get the right text here. And copy that. I'm copying it from ChatGPT again. There we go. There we go. So, I put into the song description a cool, laid-back beatnik jazz with a repetitive bass line, light percussion, and a smooth improvisational feel. And make sure I'll put it on instrumental. And so now I can hit create, and it will now create some instrumental beatnik background music. Now, one important thing about when you create content and like songs and music with AI is that it doesn't always get it right the first time. It's like rolling the dice. If you roll the dice and it doesn't come up in your favor the first time, roll those dice again and see what you get. So let's see if we get a pretty good one on our first run. But if we don't, we'll run it again. May make some adjustments to the song description prompt here. So let's have a listen. It's not really what I'm looking for. Not really what it's too much beat. I want it very much more minimalistic, I think. Yeah, I want this much more minimalistic. If you're familiar with the beat music, the beat poetry music from the movie, you know that is not quite it. So I'm going to adjust the prompt here, and I'm going to say a cool, laid-back, minimalistic beatnik jazz. Beatnik jazz with I want to syncopated rhythms. I think that might get a better result. Syncopated rhythms. I remember how to spell rhythms. There we go. And light percussion and a smooth, smooth improvisational kind of free form smooth, free form, subtle improvisational feel. And I want to put beat poetry in here. There we go. So it made a couple adjustments to the prompt, and let's roll those dice again and see what we get. And hopefully, it always takes a couple moments, but it does it pretty quick. Now, one thing I have noticed recently with Suno AI and its new version 4.0, the music is fantastic, but when you do instrumental, it can do a max of 4 minutes of the song. And when it does 4 minutes, though, it'll go to the max and just cut off. It doesn't always give you an ending. So let's cross our fingers that it gives us a good ending to this all. All right, we have Moonlit Serenade now. Let's listen to this one. It's missing some bass. I need some bass in this. So let's adjust this to do some slow, upright bass. Yeah, this is not working. I don't like this. That wouldn't work for a beat poem. So we'll do some slow, upright bass, minimalistic beatnik jazz and see what we get with this. Now, Suno does allow you to put lyrics into it. In fact, if I turned off the instrumental button here, it would start providing lyrics into the music. But that's not what we want. We want to do a beat poem background music. This is a little more like it. Now, it's given us two options whenever you generate music with this, and it's true with a lot of generative AI, like pictures and even some video generation. It will generate multiple versions of the same prompt, because we as humans, we can evaluate something much better when we compare it to another thing. So comparative review is kind of what that is. So if we just heard this one song, like, oh, that's pretty good, I like that, but then we hear the other one, we can now figure out, oh, which one is better, which one actually has we make a better choice on how well we like one thing or another if we can compare it to something else. This is good, but it's a little too jazzy, I think. Let's do another run on this and see what we get. Again, just roll those dice again. Now, I do pay for Suno AI. I pay for the pro version, so that allows me to have to be able to use this music on my YouTube video. I have commercial rights to the music. So, but you can make music for free. I believe if you go to Suno AI and you sign up an account, you get some free credits to run, but you cannot use them for commercial purposes. Oh, no. Nope. It's not quite what I want either. Phoenix, the right light percussion. Let's get rid of the smooth. Freeform, subtle improvisation. Let's try one more. So far, actually, this one is most like what I think I want. So I may go back to this one. We'll do one more generation here, or two more generations, and see what we get. But if not, I think we'll go to this one. I'm gonna give this one a thumbs up right now just to mark it. All right, Midnight Reverie. No. Actually, maybe. It's a little fast. That's actually pretty good. Little fast, though. Not liking this. I think we'll use this Whisper in the Alley as our music. So we have our background music to our beat poem, but let's go and make the actual beat poetry. And we're gonna go back to ChatGPT and let's have a conversation with it. And I'm thinking I want to do a poem. I've been in several meetings, and I've been in several meetings that have just been driving me nuts. Because I work for kind of in the corporate style world, and I don't know if you've ever been in those meetings where it's like this meeting could have been an email, sort of thing, where people are kind of just LARPing, feeling professional, and talking about things that really could have been handled in a different way. And I think I would like to make a kind of an edgy beat poem talking about maybe the absurdities of corporate meetings. In fact, there was another inspiration that I have for this is Tim Minchin. He's a comedian, musician, and he has a great beat poem called Storm. No relation to me, but it is a fantastic beat poem that kind of it's actually, you know what? Let's have ChatGPT tell us a little bit about it. See if he'll load up. Hey, ChatGPT, so in the process of making this beat poem, I wanted to do it in the style of Tim Minchin's Storm beat poem. Can you tell me a little bit about that song?
Storm is one of Tim Minchin's well-known beat poems. It's a spoken word piece with a rhythmic, free-flowing style, often blending humor and sharp observations. The poem features a mixture of clever wordplay, a strong narrative voice, and a build-up that often leads to a satirical or thought-provoking climax. It's all about delivering a powerful message with a rhythmic, engaging delivery. Does that help?
Yeah, that's fantastic. What I'd like to do is write a beat poem in that same sort of style, and I would like it to be about needless corporate meetings that could have been summed up in an email, where people are role-playing that it is an important and productive meeting, but really everybody's just bored and find that it's a waste of time. So can we write a beat poem about that?
All right, let's dive in. Beat poem, the meeting that could have been an email. In a room filled with faces, eyes glazed and minds adrift, a scene unfolds, all too familiar, all too swift. It's a symphony of sighs and nods, a ritual of time, where words float like empty promises, a pantomime. The PowerPoints glow a beacon of monotony, slides filled with jargon devoid of novelty. Here we gather, in pretense, in choreographed dance, feigning interest, grasping at relevance by chance. The clock ticks, a metronome of unseen cost, minutes lost in the void, a line uncrossed. Voices drone, a chorus of corporate rhyme, a meeting that could have been an email, a theft of time. In the silence between words, a collective thought, why are we here? What have we wrought? A masquerade of productivity, a facade so thin. In this room, we play our parts, but no one wins. So let us rise, break free from this trance, reclaim our moments, give efficiency a chance. For in the heart of every needless meet lies the truth. An email would have been sweet. How's that for a start?
That's pretty good. But one problem that I have with this, and as the audience is watching right now, I'll let them know. Whenever you have ChatGPT write lyrics or a poem, it always seems to start with this in a world or in a workplace or in this environment, and it's one of those telltale signs that it was written by an AI. So, ChatGPT, I would like you to rewrite that, but this time do not begin with in a world or in an office place. Just start right into the content of what's going on.
Sure, let's dive right into the content. Beat poem, the meeting that could have been an email. Faces stare at screens, bored eyes dart around. A conference room filled with silence, not a productive sound. PowerPoint slides drone on, filled with empty talk. We sit, feigning interest, watching the clock. Pretending it's important, the charade we play, when a simple email would have sufficed today. Nods and smiles, all just for show. A ritual of time wasted, a meeting's ebb and flow. In the quiet, we all know the truth unspoken. This gathering, this pretense, a ritual broken. Yet here we are, trapped in this corporate game, where meetings reign supreme and efficiency's but a name. How's this version?
That's fantastic, but now I want you to do it in the style of a beatnik beat poet from San Francisco.
All right, let's embrace that beatnik vibe. Beat poem, the meeting that could have been an email. Dig this scene, a room where souls are bound.
Hey, wait,
Lost.
ChatGPT, I need to hear a little bit more style from you. I want to hear it in your voice, this kind of contemptible, artistic, tortured artist feeling from you.
Guy, let's infuse some of that beatnik flair. Beat poem, the meeting that could have been an email. Dig this scene, man. A room where souls are bound, lost in the hum of nothing profound. Suits and ties all gathered in a trance, a corporate masquerade, a hollow dance. Slides flash by, words tumble and fall, empty echoes bouncing off the wall. We nod, we smile, play the game you see, but inside we're all just longing to be free. Why are we here? What's the purpose? The plan? This meeting a farce, just a part of the scam. Emails could suffice, cut through the haze, but here we sit, lost in this maze. So let's break these chains, make a stand, take a vow, to reclaim our time, starting here, starting now.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think you lost the voice there towards the end, but that's okay. I think we got some good stuff there. So thank you very much, ChatGPT.
You're welcome. I'm glad we could craft something together. If you need any more help, just let me know.
So now I have that beat poem here, and I could do it myself if I really wanted to. So I could, get the music going, get into that beatnik mood, and beat away at the poem here, and get my frustrations out about work days and office meetings and things like that. So yeah, that's a little bit of how I use ChatGPT to have some fun, make some music, make some get that creative juices flowing too. Now, some people may say that this is kind of I'm stealing. I'm taking the creative stylings of these other artists, like Tim Minchin or from the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer. I'm taking this and stealing it. But to me, this is it's a little different. It's a little different. I don't know if you've ever taken a deck of cards and shuffled it and done a good shuffle on it. You may not have realized it, but that shuffle of cards has never been done in the history of the universe. Each of those cards placed in that exact pattern for that shuffle, the chances of that have happening before is astronomical. It's considered what's called a factorial. There's 52 cards in a deck, so you would go 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6, all the way up to 52. And that number is 8.0675 times 10 to the 67th power. That is the amount of possibilities that those cards could be arranged in. And there are less atoms in our solar system, including every asteroid, the sun, every planet. I think even in other systems, solar systems that are around us, there are less atoms in those solar systems than that number. And that's kind of like what we just did. We took all of these known things, these cards, the 10 of diamonds, the jack of spades, the 2 of hearts, and we shuffled them up. We shuffled them in a new way to create something that has never been done before. And that's what AI is. When you start mixing different ideas and concepts together and make it your own, you are generating something new, something fresh from what's existing. So try it yourself. Go out there, make some music based on your own ideas, your own experiences, what makes you you, and do something with that. And it can be based off of other styles. Just still make it your own. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you next time.